The principle 1 says that for a valid contract to arise, the offerer must communicate the proposal and the offeree must communicate its acceptance. Principle 2 says that the communication of a proposal is complete when it comes to the knowledge of the offeree. The communication of an acceptance is complete as against the offerer when the acceptance is put into the course of transmission by the offeree. The communication of an acceptance is complete as against the offeree when it reaches the offerer. So basically the principle is 2 is explaining when a communication of a proposal is complete, when a communication of an acceptance is complete as against the offerer and as against the offeree. Fact says that A wrote an email to B to sell him a property worth rupees 1 crore. B read the email and was lured by the offer. He immediately drafted an acceptance letter, but just when he was about to hit the send button, he stopped himself and decided to inquire a little bit more about the property rates, etc., and then takes a final decision in regard to the offer made by A. B's 5-year-old son X, while playing with B's mobile, sent the drafted acceptance email by mistake. A now wants to enforce the contract, but B contends that the contract is not binding against him. Decide. A says that A can enforce the contract because the communication of an acceptance is complete as against the offerer when the acceptance is put into the course of transmission. B. A can enforce the contract because communication of acceptance is complete as against the offeree when it reaches the offerer. C. A can enforce the contract because there is a valid offer and acceptance. D. A cannot enforce the contract because the acceptance was not communicated by the offeree. Here the correct answer would be D. Here the communication of acceptance was sent by son of B and not by B himself. Hence the offer was not accepted by B, and for a valid contract to arise, the offerer must communicate the proposal and the offeree must communicate the acceptance. Therefore, A cannot enforce the contract. Here, B has just kept it in his draft and the communication of acceptance was not put in the course of transmission by the offeree. So the communication is not complete. So he cannot enforce the contract.